Lululemon's new drop of daily essentials feels like a deep breath of fresh air. Breezily is a collection of drapey pants, shorts, and tanks designed to mix and match with your wardrobe as the weather warms up. It's all made in our lightweight, stretchy Swift fabric. Throw on these everyday staples after practice and bring an airy feel to your daily moves. Shop the Breezily collection now at lululemon.com.
Well, hello there, and thanks for joining us today on the H3 Podcast Live. Today's episode is sponsored by Candid. Should I keep up with this?
No.
Elo's
Nope.
saying cut. Dan even getting a note from Dan. Today's video is sponsored by Candid, 4Hims, Quip, and 23andMe. Now, today we have with us Bill Wurtz, musician, video producer, YouTuber.
Artist.
Artist most certainly. How else? Is there any classification I missed?
Person?
Person? Let's not forget that. Species?
Yes.
Animal?
Yeah.
How are you, dude? Great
good.
having you here.
Oh, geez. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
man. How was how is it here in LA?
It rained,
Yeah.
which is typical, I suppose.
I think it's kind of funny because it never ever rains in LA.
Yeah.
And your logo is the umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Here you come to Los Angeles.
You brought the
and
rain.
you brought the rain with you, which in LA is a miracle, I would say.
Yeah.
So you are a miraculous young man. Who,
Well, that's very nice of you.
yeah. Tell me about. I want to know about. Okay, well, your first hit, your first big hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Was the
It depends where you're looking.
well in your timeline of working? What were your first when people were like,
Well-
oh, what's going on with Bill Wurtz?
Well, it's all relative, but here's the thing. It was like nobody, nothing until the Gonna Mail You My Floor got about 200 likes very quickly on Vine, which 200 compared to 0 is like,
That's
whoa,
like
what's happening?
right.
Yeah. So, but after that, it was school on Vine. I don't want to go to school. And then it was shaving my piano. And then it was bench. And then, I don't know.
Do you know how people first found
Yes.
you on Vine?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I can tell you the first person who did it was a guy named Jack Duros, guitar player. He had a Vine called Back Pain or Pain Back or something like that. But yeah, he was a big fan, and he just sort of gave me a thing, the thing. When you
That's
click
amazing that he just found you in the Nether.
No, well, he found me on Twitter, so yeah, yeah. No, but that was good. That was good, and then more people did it.
Yeah, and it was all from that first 200 likes, kind of like a steady climb.
Yeah, I was kind of like, yeah.
I like to think that it was inevitable because your style is so unique and everything about like your editing and your music, you have such a refined, specific style, so unique to you. I think it was inevitable. Destiny.
It's very nice.
put it
That's
mildly.
very nice of you. That's very kind of you.
It was just a matter of
that's
time.
I mean that was the strategy. I was doing it
Yeah.
for a long time, just
Really?
like I don't care.
How long were you doing it before anybody noticed?
Well, I started the 5-day schedule in early 2014, which is basically where I just snapped. Because before that, it was like I wanted to do a million things and thought I could do anything, but didn't know how to put it together. But finally, somewhere along the line, I just snapped and I just said, okay, we're doing 5 days a week. Video every day.
So you said, I'm just going to grind. I don't know how to figure out how to put all this stuff in my mind.
Right.
So I'm just going to force myself to work.
Yeah. And unfortunately, they have to be very short if you do one every single day.
So why did you decide to why did you think that Vine was the right medium?
Well, that wasn't until I didn't even know about Vine yet. I was doing it on the website, actually just the website for the first month.
BillWurtz.com.
Yeah. And then someone told me, a friend said, "Oh, you're making videos. Why don't you put them on YouTube?" And I said, "I don't know." I like it when you get the file and you can just watch the file. Like I don't really like streaming actually, because I like to be able to pause it and horse it around and really see what you're dealing with. So yeah, I didn't really like YouTube, but he was like, "What? You got to be on YouTube." So okay, so I did YouTube. So which is pretty cool. But I don't know.
That was good advice.
I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, good
I don't
advice.
know where yeah.
Well, but you had your break on Vine,
That was probably, it was where things started.
but you were posting
Happening.
simultaneously to YouTube and Vine at the same time.
Yes, the trick was I'd already gone down to 2 a week on YouTube, and then I discovered Vine, and I was like, that would be great because you can't go longer, so no one can be mad at me for not, So and they loop. So the best way to watch short videos anyway is to see them over and over again. So I figured,
Interesting.
so I put them there. I started putting them all there in order, and I had to do a little bit of editing to squarify them, and to, in some cases, edit them down to
to
the
fit.
6 from, in some cases, 20 seconds down to 6. So that was kind of fun. But I put them there, and I wasn't even gonna touch them. And I was doing Twitter too, so I had a decent following on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
Someone found me. Like I said, it was someone found me there, and then yeah.
And so, do you think that so for this amount of time you're grinding on Vine, doing a video 5 times a week, do you feel like that was like a really important creative time in your life?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I was desperate to stop as soon as it got going on Vine, because I already had, like, at that point I was doing 2 a week on YouTube, and then as soon as I discovered that Vine started to do its thing, I was like, okay, well, I got all these on hand because I wasn't done uploading them all. So then I said, okay, I'm just gonna.
Well, hold on. You had a backlog?
Yes, because it was like a year and a half after I'd started doing them 5 days a week that I started on Vine.
So you were grinding.
Take the mic with you.
So sorry.
So you were grinding in private, and you had this incredible backlog of content. That
It wasn't private. It was on YouTube,
Okay.
and it was on the website.
Okay. But it hadn't reached a
Some
mass
followers,
audience.
yeah.
So you were like, man, I've got like a whole library
Right.
of content.
Yeah.
And you were getting followers before you even were forced to make new stuff on Vine, but you were editing
Right.
it down.
Right. So so I figured I have these on hand, so I would edit them and release them one a day. So it was easy enough because I was doing 2 new ones and 7 days a week. I just figured since I have them, I'll do 7 p.m. every single day.
That's crazy.
So, and then I was like, okay, according to my calculations, in 2 months, I'm going to run out of content, and I'm going to have to make a decision. I'm going to have to either put the Vine thing down to 2 a week or accelerate everything to 7 a week, which is even more than I was doing before. And this was after I was so sick of doing short videos I could just cry. And I was already thinking about doing much, much bigger things. I was thinking about history at that point. But now I'm stuck doing seven short videos a week.
And how important was it for you to have a schedule and to really stick to it?
Oh, it's life or death, really. Because if you don't, you'll drown. Because it's infinite. You could spend infinite time doing something.
So wait, you're saying the schedule helps you escape the work or focus on the work?
It helps the thing get done.
Finish
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Because
Because when we started, we also, for some reason, had this idea that we got to post a video a week. And we were so strict on that. And I don't even know where it came from. We just had this
you mean back
idea.
during
when
our
we
big
started
transformative days?
YouTube.
I think it was just a personal thing. It was like it's what kept me motivated and kept because like you said, you can focus forever on something. You at a certain point got to cut
There are
yourself off.
so many reasons why I love the speed and the schedule. So many reasons. It's life or death. I mean,
Really?
that's not true because some of them were done without a schedule and they needed to be. But when I'm off schedule, I get obsessed with schedules and I start watching behind the scenes Seinfeld documentaries.
I love it.
Behind the
I've
scenes.
seen all of
And have you
those.
seen the
I
South Park
love it.
one, 6 Days to Air?
I have
No.
seen that one a while ago.
I had
That's
it
just
there
incredible. Like,
a while ago.
I even get addicted to like how stressed out they get. I'm just like, not that that's good.
You romanticize it a little
Yeah,
bit.
I mean, I am. Whenever I'm not on a schedule, I get so obsessed with being on a schedule because it goes on forever. You can't, especially. I mean, if you're a perfectionist. I mean, I'm kind of a raging perfectionist. So it'll go on forever.
What was that question? You said you're a perfectionist, and that
And,
sparked in me a
yeah.
comment that Ela saw that she thought was wonderful, and I was like,
It
that's
was
just
like-
an abstract question.
Because we have a question thread that we put on our subreddit for
Okay.
people to submit questions for you. Yeah. And there was a question there that was my favorite. And it was, how did you kill perfectionism?
Well, yeah, you can use a steamroller or a bulldozer. It becomes incredibly important to do that when you have it as badly as I do. You're never going to get anywhere unless you have a serious strategy for steamrolling right over perfectionism. So you start to do. There's one I did called Good Fire Truck, which is like that's probably I think hit the mark the best in terms of flattening perfectionism. Just just mash it.
And that satisfies you when you smash your perfectionist stick.
Yeah,
and
if it means you can get something done instead of not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after you create a work, do you look back and see like, oh, I could have done this different or that different, or that's in the past, and it's time to move forward?
No.
When it's done, you're happy.
Yeah, I don't look at it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so
Too scary.
the schedule defeats the perfectionism. When you hit your schedule, that's it.
Well, it doesn't defeat the perfectionism, but it
It's like a tool
it
to
drags you along.
Yeah.
You get beat up and cut, but you get there.
Interesting.
And you get stronger. Oh my God. Speaking of which, the Vine thing, when I ran out of Vines, had to do them fast. And then I was started doing History of Japan. And so I flipped my schedule around and I started doing history first earlier in the day, and then just wait until the last 2 hours to do the Vine. It was crazy. I had some crazy times, and I was I learned so many new tricks and techniques that I never would have learned if I didn't have to
Crunch down.
Yeah.
Is that because you're most productive in the morning? Is that like your strongest hours? Because you said you did the history in the morning. And
No,
then...
the reason for that, I was trying to get ahead of the schedule with the Vines. But that never works because the deadline is not there. So I would spend 6 hours doing one, even though I thought I was going as fast as I can, but I wasn't. So I just said, okay, look, I need to get this history thing happening. So prioritize that. Do as much as you can first, and then about 4 o'clock or something, just run for it and see what you can get on Vine.
How many hours a day do you work? You are incredibly productive. You are incredibly focused on your work. I can tell by the volume and just
And your website.
And your work has so much detail. And I mean, how much do you work in a day?
As much as possible.
How many hours in a day are you working?
As much as possible. But the problem is, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say you got to take breaks and stuff.
I wasn't going to say that.
Well, most
No,
people
we-
say that.
We work as much as possible
people are-
too.
But the problem is,
And it's
when
true.
the problem is that when you work too much,
Yeah.
and then it starts fucking
All of a
life
sudden, you
up.
can't get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Or if you have relationships or other things you want to do
Right.
that
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
But if you like what you do and that's what gets you out of the bed, then work as much as you goddamn well please.
Yeah. Well, I think I naturally tend to take a break, even though I won't admit it. Like sometimes, even if it's crazy time crunch, sometimes I'll just go face down into bed just for 20 minutes, just because I can't even.
Just boom, face
Yeah.
down.
But I can't. But yeah, I mean, I know it's like, yeah, good to take breaks, but how long should the breaks be, and how often should the breaks be? You never.
Well, what do you
who's to say?
do when
It's
you take
so
a break?
hard when you're your
Nothing.
own boss.
Well, I don't admit it. I never admit
You
to
won't-
taking a break.
That's the problem. I have that problem too. You know what my problem is? That I'll spend all day working, or I'll spend all day being busy, but then when I look back over the day, I never took a break necessarily, like where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna step away from my work, but somehow I was less productive than I thought. I wasn't working the whole day. I don't know when I took breaks.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a strategy for that really. But but when things take way too long as it is, and there's no time to lose. So yeah, I got to make sure.
Do you have hobbies outside of film and
Well,
music?
Luckily, I've been able to sort of incorporate most of them. I'm trying to incorporate all of them into like anagrams. I mean, I used to just do
Dude.
anagrams.
That shit is bananas. I have to say.
Yeah.
I can't believe you. So, Bill, for context, on his website, billwurtz.com, is that /anagrams?
No. Yes.
Well, you'll
Anagram.
find
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
on
No.
the
That's right.
website.
That's right. Yeah.
People submit sentences for you to anagram,
Yeah.
and you'll unscramble it and make a new phrase.
Yeah.
Is that, and some of them are really incredible. Maybe you can pull some examples up, Dan, that we can read off real quick.
Oh God, some of them are really inappropriate for
Oh, well,
family. audience.
shout outs to all the family watching, but they'll have to endure.
For some reason, it's very tempting to make them
Oh,
incredibly
Dan
dirty.
sent me something here. Let's see. I was like, thank you for your recent purchase was the submission. And Bill turned it into try our corn cake funhouse therapy. And then another one, the joy of painting, fight to enjoy pain. Now, that is incredible that in your mind you can anagram that.
No, it's not. It's not in my mind. You can use computers now.
Oh, so you use like a website to
But
help
a computer, yeah, I know. People are going to say, "Oh, you use computers," but a computer won't give you that. Look at a long one. Go get a really long one.
Help me out here,
I
Dan.
saw some
But so
long ones, yeah.
what's your technique then? How do you?
Oh, geez, I don't know if I can.
This is the magic. Magician never tells, huh?
No, but you just gotta. Well, okay, let's see. Well, if you have V's in there, you need to find out where the V is gonna go, because otherwise it'll turn up left over. If you have, you got to take care of you got to take care of that, and then you just try some stuff, and then also, it's good if it relates to the thing, especially if it's a longer thing. So if try to think of what words you're gonna need to relate, and just take care of that. The long ones are fun because you can start out saying anything you want because the letters are going to be there. And then you get down to the end and you're like, oh, no, I have like a huge surplus of N's and L's. You start over and try to work some more N's and L's.
What is it about anagrams that fascinates you? That's a hobby of yours.
Yeah, I went to my friend's house at one point a long time ago, and he was rearranging Scrabble tiles. He was doing people's names, and I was just for some reason. So I just went home and started doing it. And I've been doing it, ever since. Wow. I tend to do like the things that are in my life. Like if I would get a job, I would do the name of the job or And it's something I've done for a long time. And finally, I was able to integrate it into the site. So.
I definitely notice in your videos and your lyrics are very much kind of mixing up words and a lot of wordplay. Yeah. Do you, when you plan your videos, do you plan out like how meticulously do you plan out, and how much is it? I know you've like remixed jazz, and you're kind of a fan of jazz, or you have music where you remix jazz, right? There's a lot of like Coltrane and stuff where you remix it.
Yeah, it's just like jam sessions. It's like when it's like the way I mean jazz in that sense. It's like when a bunch of guys get together and read standards like out of the real book, something like that. So except it's just me.
So what I mean is, how much of it is improvised? Because it seems somewhat random, but very controlled. So when you're making a video, do you make up anything as you go, or is it completely planned out and then you execute?
The visual would be kind of as I go along, but in terms of the audio, in terms of the words, melodies, the exact chords, and the timing of anything that's spoken or sung, and the exact chords and the exact timing is all written before. That's written. Everything else is just usually implied from there, and then I just fill in the spaces as I go. And the underscoring, sorry to, the underscoring music, so the extra little instrumental stuff that goes in between when I'm speaking, that's all done after.
Okay, that makes sense.
To sort of support what's going on. Yeah.
And so you do the music first, it sounds like, and build around that.
Not that music, but anything that's sung or spoken, I do that first. The underscoring music is done after.
Interesting. We've got a long one here. Back to the anagrams here. Where does this start? Okay. Supersonic Game Mega Percussion. Where does this start? Cringe Poems USA.
That's not long. That's not long.
That's a short one, Dan.
Look for horizontal. That one I had.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Come on, step it up.
Here's a long.
Well, if anyone's wondering,
right there.
If anyone's just wondering, the answer to that
here's
one
a long one you put
is gruesome panics. Use more spacing. Escapism. You're gone.
Yeah. So you have choices. Some of them I do.
So here we go. Here's a long one. I hope doing these anagrams provides you with an intellectual challenge. That's the submission. And here's Bill's answer. Guide me now as I get lunch. Pray to religions and escape the hot lava in hell. That's it. That's incredible that you untangle that.
Yeah.
I think once you start doing them, you'll see
there's
that
a pattern.
Well, no, it's not. You just start to find stuff. If you have a high standard, you just have to just look, and once you start to get ones that are like that good, then you start to like really get excited.
Is there anything interesting in the fact that like there's a whole sentence with an alternative meaning in that original one? Is there something that fascinates you about just
which one?
Like you're writing a whole new thought just from this original one.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a thread somehow throughout your work.
I don't know. It's fun though.
Let's anagram that.
I can't do it right now.
So, History of Japan, when that came out, that was an incredible explosion.
Yeah.
So popular.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I think it has 43 million views. But that's now. I mean, I think it had something like, just in the first week, had like over 10 million views or something, or even more maybe.
It was, probably about 10 maybe after a couple weeks.
So, surely you were just blown away by that, right?
Yeah, because I was so tired of being stuck on Vine, stuck under 7 seconds. Like I said, I was like desperate to. I was like, if only I could do this. Like on when I.
So in a way, it was because this was a really epic undertaking, And this was a reaction to being like, I hate doing the small stuff. I want to do a huge thing.
I didn't hate it. I loved it. And when I would sit down to write a bunch of new ones, I got really excited every time. But I really wanted to do it.
You wanted
Got
something new.
tired of doing the same thing.
So tell me, how long did it take you to create that video?
14 weeks.
Wow.
Wow.
That's incredible because on YouTube, people spend one day.
Yeah.
But it paid off in your case.
Well, it shows.
14 weeks, my God. Tell me, how did you...
You don't want to know how long History of the World took.
Well,
We
we'll get to
do.
that, and I do want to know. How did you decide on Japan? Are you a fan of Japanese culture in any way?
But I'm not an expert, really. I mean, I was temporarily.
During the
Yeah,
research.
sure.
But I wrote one for the United States much earlier because I wanted to do that sort
You
of
have the
thing.
script for USA
It never got finished, but and it was going really well, but it kind of, I'd never done this before, so I didn't really know. It was kind of falling apart because I knew too much about certain things, and I didn't. So yeah, that didn't happen. But then, so when I came around to try it again, I said, I got to pick something that I don't really know about,
Interesting.
so that I can just learn about it from beginning to end, and then just spit it out. So it won't be, just as a challenge. Because if I can do that,
Sure.
then I can do anything. So
Yeah.
that was the idea.
There's almost a nice quality, too, I think, in the output when you don't know anything. Like you said, you know so much about USA, it kind of muddles.
I know too much about some aspects
Yeah.
and not enough about,
And what is your research procedure like? Because you know so much about so many things, like all these little details. It seems so well researched, and you've got timelines and characters. How do you lay that out?
I don't entirely remember, actually. I mean, I did it very fast. I mean, like I
Really?
said, it took a long time to make the video, but I was scrambling. So
How much time on research alone?
I can tell you that research and writing was kind of together because I would just learn a bunch of stuff and then write. I think that was about a week. I have the timeline. I posted the timeline somewhere. So yeah, something like that. Writing and research was about a week.
And are you I'm wondering, do you find people like nitpicking your facts?
Of course.
Does that bother you? Or you're just like, whatever.
Yeah. No. Yes and no. I don't know.
Yes and
I
no.
did the best I could,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And it is entertaining.
Actually, I'm surprised at how few people do that.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
well, you're
For the amount of views,
And I was-
how many people.
I mean, I was really careful. I mean, I'm obsessed with like geographical accuracy. Like I saw a Japan video that I was watching like to learn stuff, and they had Kyoto really in the wrong place. It was a cartoon drawing, and I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with that.
Well, it showed. It's when I watched that, you're like, this is a guy that knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It kind of has that vibe. So, but when you present yourself in that way, there's always people who are looking to like find one thing to nitpick.
You know,
for,
I probably spend too long on those things where I put the stars on the cities. You know, I remember actually there was I haven't seen that since it came out, by the way, but I think there's an early point where I'm showing where all the old like clans are, or the old.
But you haven't watched the video?
Have not seen it since it came out.
Why?
Flashbacks.
What flashbacks of what? Just the work?
I don't know. I don't watch videos after I make them.
Never.
Do not. I try.
No
not to.
exception.
Unless someone
avoid.
like forces me to, or if I see it by accident. But what I was going to say is, I probably spend too long on those ones with the stars.
Now, when you say that, you're kind of like
That one was difficult.
millimeter, like
That one was difficult because it's like ancient clans and stuff like that, or ancient locations. Like one of them is called Hi, H-I. How do you Google that? Yeah, it took a long time. Yeah, and there was one for History of the World where I showed like 1 million cities, and I spent a long time getting the exact coordinates, all for like half a second on screen. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but
Well, whatever. And I think something's great with you.
Yeah.
that's very.
Yeah, I think you got it all backwards. I find it interesting that you don't watch that video back. I love it so much. That video is amazing. It's amazing. It's got to feel good how almost prolific that video was, how it kind of reverberated through a culture. It wasn't just YouTube. It was on Reddit. It was online. It was everywhere. It was on television. I mean, everybody.
Did you see it on regular television?
I must have.
I'm not
I
sure
must
about that.
have.
I don't know.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't think it was.
I think people, the way I remember is people were watching it. I remember like Joe Rogan was watching it and talking about it. It just was so prolific in its influence. I mean, that's this mark of this insane quality that you brought to it that none of your contemporaries are really doing. And I see you smiling there.
It's too kind. It's too kind.
Well, it's true. I think it's amazing. I think you're incredible. I think you're a gift.
Oh, geez.
I love that part, by the way. When the nuke... Oh, Dan just found it on CNN, Bill.
Oh.
What's up now?
On CNN?
Research? No, CNN doesn't count.
Is it on CNN?
That's
Was
what Dan
it?
said. Do we have a clip?
Yeah.
You want?
Yeah, it's on their one of their YouTube channels.
I'll check it out later.
Oh, it's on
he doesn't
YouTube,
wanna
on
watch it.
CNN.
Yeah, yeah, but
okay.
they
That
must have
counts.
covered
That
it
counts?
at some point. 'cause
Sure,
it's a
I
clip.
don't know. Yeah. It's good.
Bill Wurtz on television, baby. I love this moment. My favorite moment.
With the Hiroshima?
Oh my God.
He does this for those of you who haven't seen it. I mean, I'm sure all of you have. History of Japan. When the U.S. drops the bomb on Japan, and the video is very manic. It's super fast paced. It's very dense, and then all of a sudden the bomb drops,
and
and
then
it's just
another
like,
one.
yeah, and another one, and it just gets quiet for a long time because of the manic nature of the video. It makes that moment so powerful.
Yeah. The
Spent a long
timing.
time getting that sound. Layering, the windy sound and the huge bass sound, and
Just
it's
to
really
feel
yeah,
the
it's like
explosion.
It's a lot of layers in that. It's like a drum, and then it's pitch way down.
Now, was there? You nailed that so beautifully. Did you read? Was there something in your research like that informed that? When you felt the gravity of that. I know that obviously it's heavy, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like there was a real expression there, a real empathy there.
From what I heard, they dropped a bomb and destroyed a couple of like entire cities. So that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a big deal. Well, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you touched on it again in History of the World in a really beautiful way too. What was it?
I did a game.
It was the game show thing.
It's fun because I got to hit the same. It's kind of like Back to the Future too. Hit some of the same things, but do it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the most fun part was doing like the video game soundtrack music for that section.
You play video games?
I don't. There's no time anymore.
No time.
The game I'm playing now is the one where I make videos. That's all I have.
That's fun. Yeah. I guess if more people thought about life as a video game, they might be more productive. That's a shower thought. Well, we're on our first break.
Right.
When we come back, I want to talk about so much more. The incredible Bill Wurtz, the incredible
I
talent.
want to apologize. I'm terrible at doing interviews. I'm sorry.
Dude, you're smashing
Great.
it.
No,
I so appreciate
nothing to
you.
apologize.
I mean, this is
I don't
is
get
this
out
your
much.
first interview
Oh God. Yeah.
of this sort.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
first
an
of all,
honor for us.
Yeah,
first
let
of
me
all.
say that trusting us with that experience of you coming here means a lot to me. I appreciate that, and I think you're doing great, and I'm fascinated by everything you're saying. So let's go to a quick break. We will be back after this with Bill Wurtz. Don't go away. Here's a product that I wish I had when I was a kid. Candid, okay? They make these incredible invisible braces that you order out. They measure your teeth. They send it to you at home. They go on. They look clear. You can't even tell you're wearing braces, and it fixes your frickin' teeth. I was walking around with metal in my mouth as
Me
a kid.
too.
It ruined your life. This is so much better. This is the future. Candid. Have you ever had a problem with your teeth that you've always wanted to fix? I've got an option that can help you. You won't need to go through the hassle or long-term treatment of wired braces, a.k.a. life-ruining torture. And you can do it all from the comfort of your own home. It's a new company called Candid. By the way, you can pop them out and in, too, like when you're eating.
Huh.
I mean, this is so much better. Candid makes clear aligners that are sent directly to your home and are customized specifically for you to straighten your teeth. By the way, this is what they look like, Dan. I don't know if you show on the screen.
I've seen those.
The aligners fix crooked teeth, crowding, protrusion, and gaps. The first step is to purchase their modeling kit, which will be sent to your home so you can take impressions of your teeth. And after you send back your impressions with some photos of your teeth, Candid's networks of orthodontists review your specific case and provide you with a 3D preview of what your treatment will look like. Having a real orthodontist is the main reason you're going to love Candid, because other companies use dental professionals, whatever the heck that means. Am I right? They wrote that. I don't know. After you receive your 3D preview, it's completely up to you if you want to move forward with your clear aligning treatment plan or not. And you can always talk to a real person at any time if you have any questions. They have great customer support. White glove, they said, whatever that means. White gloves. Their customer support wears white gloves, guys. If that's good for you or not, I don't know. I prefer without gloves, personally. And here's the best part. Candid's treatment time is an average of 6 months. I think I had mine for like 2 years.
I had mine for 6 months.
Oh, well, Eli, you're ruining the coffee. 6 months and will literally save you thousands compared to the other guy. I did have mine for like 2 years. So you're one step away from getting straightened, whiter teeth. When did they white? I guess they whiten them too. I didn't know that. Take advantage of Candid's risk-free modeling kit guarantee. Plus, when you use my dedicated link, candidco.com/H3, you'll save 25% on the modeling kit. That's candidco.com/H3 to get 25% off the price of your modeling kit. candidco.com/H3. Listen up, you bald-headed goofs. All right, this one's for you. If your hair is falling out, if you're in the shower, you see that, like psycho, your hair going down the drain, listen. 66% of men lose their hair by age 35. The thing is, when you start noticing your hair is going, it's already too late. It's way easier to keep the hair, the beautiful hair that you've got on your head, than it is to replace the hair that you've already lost, okay? I know that hairline is slowly moving backwards like the setting tide, like a low tide that never comes back in. You got bald spots? How do you feel a year from now when it's business as usual up there? I ask you, let's get rid of those bald spots. Let's do something about it. Let's get that receding ocean line to come back in. The tide comes back in.
Let's get a tsunami up in here.
Yeah, let's get a tsunami on your head. 4hibs.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. Thanks to science, baldness is optional. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat your hair loss. We got well-known generic equivalents to name-brand prescriptions to help you keep your hair. Okay, guys? This is prescription solutions backed by science. There's no waiting room, no awkward in-person doctor visits. You're going to save hours by going to 4hims.com, and you're going to keep that beautiful, luscious head of hair and be the god that you are. Answer a few quick questions. Doctors will review and prescribe you the products that you need directly to your door. So listen up. Order right now, my listeners. You get a month trial of Hims for just $5 today, right now, while supplies last. So see the website for full details. This would cost you hundreds of dollars and so much time if you went to a doctor or pharmacy. So go to 4hims.com/H3. That's FORHIMS.com/H3. 4him.com/H3. When you think of the perfect gift, you probably don't think of an electric toothbrush, but guess what? You should, because Quip is one of the most gift-guided gifts of the season, and this is why, okay? They've got a sonic vibration, gentle enough on your sensitive gums, and built-in timer with guiding pulses to remind you when to switch sides to make sure you get that thorough toothbrush that you need. Quip is the gift that keeps refreshing. Brush heads automatically are delivered on a dentist-recommended schedule of every 3 months, just for $5. And you can even get a gift prepaid refill for a year to make sure that they never get old, worn out, or ineffective. Bristles. Quip is one of the first electric toothbrush accepted by the Dental Association and has thousands of 5-star rated reviews. I love Quip because it's so convenient. It's so tight. I get the quality of a much more expensive electric toothbrush. You know, dentists say electric is the best way to brush. Boom, boom. It tells you exactly what you need, and your mouth is going to thank you for it. Just try this sweet little baby. That's why I love Quip. Looks like it's a big ticket tech gift, but it starts at just $25. So go to getquip.com/H3 right now and get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. But you don't have to tell your giftee that. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/H3. Now through December 25th, the 23andMe DNA kits are on sale. 23andMe helps you understand what your DNA can tell you about you and your family's story. It's named for the 23 pairs of chromosomes that make up our DNA. 23andMe DNA Kit is the perfect gift for anyone you love, and there's never been a better way to give the gift of genetic discovery to your parents, siblings, aunts, or grandparents, and everyone else on your list. It's the one gift that you can buy the entire family, and it will be unique for every loved one. You got the 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service, which includes 90-plus personalized genetic reports that offer DNA insights on what makes you unique. It's easy to do. All you do is spit in a tube, which is the fun and sexiest part of your day. And 23andMe Kit registers your sample to your personal 23andMe account. In a few weeks, you receive your personalized online report. Here are some of the things that you can discover, just a couple from analyzing your DNA. Do you like the taste of cilantro? I've heard people say that it tastes soapy, which I found blew me away because I love cilantro and Mexican food.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's genetic. You can find out if you have an aversion to cilantro. How about this? Your ability to match musical pitches. Genetical. You can see in their DNA. How about this one? Misophonia. Did I say that right? Everyone hates noises like nails on a chalkboard, but for some people, the reaction can incite rage or panic. That's it's something. Mosquito bites. How frequently do you get bit by mosquitoes? This
Always.
and so much more you can find out from this report just from spitting in a little tube and sending it off in the mail. Now, through December 25th, get 30% off any 23andMe kit. Order your DNA kit at 23andme.com/H3. That's the number 23andme.com/H3. Again, 23andme.com/H3. Welcome back, everybody, here with Bill Wurtz. I want to ask you about history of the world, I guess. But before that, I am curious to ask you about, you have this very unique aesthetic style. And me, as a video editor myself, I am captivated by your editing style. It's incredible. How did you develop that style?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get, be reasonable, really. I mean, I'm just trying to do what needs to be done, get the job done. And unfortunately, it's like the only way I can do it, really. And some people say everything looks too much the same, which is, I don't know how I'm going to avoid that because,
How is that the only way you can get it done? Because it seems like there's a lot of effort that goes into the visual quality. Like you've got this kind of neon psychedelic, and it's like multi-layered.
Yeah. Well,
and you do the art, you do all the art in the videos, or a lot of
most
you can
of
tell
it,
when it's clip art.
Right.
Which is kind of
well, I got a graphics thing when doing History of the World because I wrote all this stuff about space and stars, and then you got to have Earth. Like, what are you going to do? So I got a graphics tablet, so that's fun.
Cool.
So I can draw.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Too bad I can't really, I have a long way to go there, but
No, it's great. I mean, it's great. It's very specific style.
I love it.
But what do you edit in? Can I ask that? Just as I'm a curious editor myself.
Well, I'll give you a hint. I'm screwed.
Movie maker.
And a lot of people are in or were. I don't know if anyone's stayed screwed for this long. If you were to buy, there was a popular program that was industry standard for a long time.
What you're talking
and then
that is
at
not
a certain
being renewed
point,
anymore.
at a certain point, they made another one with the same name, but it's a different program. So, and I'm sure it's fine. Most people hated it. X10, whatever. Most people hated it when it came out. Then they badmouth it. I trust that it's going to be okay because the other option is the one that you have to pay every month. And it's like I can't do that. I don't want to do it. So, I trust that it's going to be okay, and I'm going to switch. But there's never a good time to relearn everything I know. And every week I learn a new thing on the thing that I'm using. And I've had. I mean, if you want to know what it looked like, go back to the first Monday video on the 5-day schedule. I think it was about a pelican or something, and it's nothing. It's like text and nothing.
Well, the truth is, I mean, you are using what was considered industry standard.
It's not even that. It is the light version of that.
Oh, shit.
It's missing, I don't know what, but I've never seen it, so I don't know what I'm missing.
You got 8.
Probably pretty good stuff, though, if you do move.
Well, yeah. The truth is...
I'm looking forward to switching, but
I know, because we edit on Premiere, and I feel like with every upgrade, they've actually added some stuff that are so useful.
Sometimes they'll just break the software.
Yes.
And that's always a treat.
Some stuff are saving us so much time, like the new mask and the...
Whoa.
But do you know anything about Final Cut 10?
Yeah, I used Final Cut, but not 10.
So that's the new one you have to pay for? Or is that the one that you...
Is X the new one?
X is the one that is
X is
different.
what replaced 7, which is what you're talking about. I've literally only met one person ever that liked X. Everybody else.
Well, see, I've heard the same rumors, but I have found at least 2 or 3 people that say, yes, it's fine, don't worry, it's getting better. It's getting better. They say they're adding back all the things. And it's like, the one I have is not even the one that you think I have. It's worse than it. So you can do it on anything as long as you spend time with it.
True.
And that's one of the reasons I don't like to go around saying what program I use, because I know people are just eager to buy a thing and they think they're going to get a Bill Wurtz preset.
That's a good insight.
They won't get that.
And that's true of kind of any art craft. If you have like a sick guitar or an amazing computer or whatever is the tool that you use, you have to master your craft.
And here's
before
another
the
thing I
tool
know.
helps.
If you get really crazy software before you know how to use it, it will ruin you. And I've been there. I've done that, and you get frozen for years. You just don't even touch the thing because you don't know what to do.
So intimidating and not intuitive. These programs are not intuitive at all.
Well, they might be, but it takes time to learn. It's like a language, you know.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's good. That's good advice for people who are trying to learn things. Is just get in there and do that first. And then worry about the tools.
And you just got to you got to use simpler tools. I mean, you got to just use what you have, use what's available, and you'll go really far. And then by the time you're ready to, then one by one, step by step, you can get it, upgrade a little bit.
Yeah.
But so did you develop this visual aesthetic with like the title fonts that you use and all that? Is that something that you just started with, or?
Yeah.
Is that something you developed over time?
I'm just trying to get by. Yeah, it does develop over time. If you want to see what it was, I mean, go back to Monday Pelican or whatever the heck that was.
Yeah.
It's nothing. And then gradually, just a little bit more. And then when I started doing Vines every day, really fast, it kind of accelerated. I mean, I just started learning all kinds of stuff.
That's cool. So let me ask you.
Still learning stuff. I mean, now I'm on a really tight schedule, and I'm learning more and more and more all the time.
Dude, I'm learning so much about editing. I did what you said not to do, and it was to my detriment because I learned how to edit on Premiere, which is like the industry standard on PCs. And when you don't know what you're doing and you don't know the right tools, you're so freaking slow. And it's taken so long to catch up. Like, I was working with an editor we had hired just a couple of months ago, Alex, sweet kid, great kid. I don't want to call him a kid. That's like, he's a sweetheart. He's a great kid. And he taught me like a couple of little key shortcuts that like changed my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally saves me tens of hours.
Yeah. I have this crazy thing. I mean, there's a lot of, in the thing I use, there's a lot of things that don't have shortcuts. It drives me crazy. But there's a trick I use on a Mac. If you go Command ? It opens up the help menu, and then you can type the first 2 or 3 letters of what you need. So it's like 8 strokes, but I do it anyway.
Oh, you got a shortcut for the shortcut. It
Yeah,
doesn't exist.
it's like, I mean, I have all this stuff. Like I said, that's why I'm going to be so screwed if I have to switch, because it's like I keep finding new little tricks and inventing like new little tricks. Or
And when you edit, are you on the laptop or a computer? Desktop.
Laptop.
And do you use a mouse?
No.
Really? Oh my God.
That's amazing. I had a feeling you edited without a mouse.
I had one of those nice. I had one of those nice trackpads on the side.
Yeah.
But the batteries like leaked, and it got the door. The battery door got stuck.
That ain't
shut.
usual.
I could not get it open. And it was like leaking acid outside.
What the hell?
And then I couldn't get the thing open. I had to throw it away.
I cannot edit on a laptop
I met a man.
without a mouse.
I mean, the thought of that is unbelievable. And it's a testament to your genius and dedication. But I will say,
If I were a genius, I'd probably get something better.
I don't know, man.
But again, the problem is we're all screwed, because if you go to a system higher than whatever the one, High Sierra was the one where it officially stopped working. So
What?
the program doesn't work anymore on new computers. So
You're limited.
yeah, but I'm gonna
Well, I'll say this. I knew a kid. You may not know anything I'm talking about, but it reminds me of this. For all of you who have ever played World of Warcraft or a serious video game. Do you play video games, World of Warcraft? Do you know about any of those stuff?
I don't have time to do anything except make the videos.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately.
Well, it's a very intense video game that's played with a mouse and a keyboard. And I have a friend who clocked thousands of hours, was in the highest level of rating, of collaborating with 40-plus people, high-level raids. And I played with him a lot. I was good friends with him. And one day, I went to his house, and I saw this kid on a laptop without a mouse. And I didn't know it was possible to do that. And I was absolutely blown away. He was playing a high-level game with a trackpad on a keyboard. It blew me away. And I thought, this man is he's incredible, and I have this admiration for you. To edit without a mouse is truly a feat.
It's probably not smart. It's probably not smart.
So
But the desk that I, anyone who supports me on Patreon is going to get so mad because because I'm not spending money on. I have a desk that is 10 years old and costs $10 probably.
$10. Where'd you get it?
Oh, the convenience store. Or the pharmacy store. One of those.
Pharmacy desk.
One of these. Yeah. One of those.
Now you bring up an interesting point. You are supported primarily through your Patreon. Is that correct?
No, it's a combination of things. Yeah. But that's a big piece of the puzzle.
So Patreon, by the way, if you guys want to support Bill, I'll put it in the description. It's patreon.com/Bill Wurtz, right?
Yeah. And I have to apologize, for my lack of social skills and tact and everything. But thank you to anyone who has. I've never, my Patreon is blank. It is blank, and I've never said, it's like.
And you don't really promote it too.
No. But they are helping pay my rent essentially. So thank you for that.
Well, I think that's fair. When we were starting off, we had a Patreon, and we also had it blank because I think that's the point, right? Because they want you focusing on what you do and not necessarily trying to make gifts and incentives for people.
I'm not sure.
That's how I saw it.
Yeah,
I was just like, thank you for supporting me. We can continue to do what we do, which is apparently what you want more of, right? So I think that's perfectly fine.
I hope so.
And very reasonable.
Because I didn't have one, and everyone said, geez, why don't you just at least make one, just so so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it true that you turn off ads on your YouTube videos?
Not entirely. I had them off for a long time, and then I realized that if you want to get the red income from that, you have to at least.
Oh, are you
the
serious?
way they have it,
Wow.
you can uncheck every box except for display ads, which is the one that puts a picture on the side. And I still didn't want to do that for a long time because when I see ads, it really. When I see them, it really makes me uncomfortable and sick and stuff. So.
Really?
Yeah. So, but I have that on there, and I know, you're gonna be mad at me for not. A lot of people are mad at me for not having the pre-roll video ads on the history videos, but I don't.
I figure so you never really had a big payoff from those big Japan and history of the world videos.
I did, because through the other things.
The YouTube Red stuff.
No, through Patreon, and there's a PayPal donate thing.
Oh, so a lot of people responded and directly supported.
Yeah.
Oh well, God bless. That's
nice.
I'm really happy to hear that.
Thanks to those people, whoever they are.
I support you on Patreon.
You just did this morning. I was.
We didn't know about it. You don't promote it at all.
No, I don't.
Well, I figured you were just making money like the rest of us. You know what I mean? But here you are, working your ass off, making amazing content.
Yeah. The thing is, I won't even mention the name, but certain web companies and stuff are stalking me for the rest of my life through targeted ads.
Interesting.
And and it's I can't put other people through that.
That bothers you, that people follow you on the internet trying to sell you shit.
Yeah, targeted ads. Yeah. It's just really annoying. It's good strategy.
Do you know, and this might help you be at ease with putting ads on your videos, you have an option as a YouTube creator to turn off targeted ads.
That's true.
I don't know if that helps you.
It might.
Because I do want you to prosper and to make money.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But is that the primary reason you don't run ads on your videos?
It's just a drag, for the viewer. And plenty of people always tell me, no, it's not. People always say, no, it's not. They say we don't mind, but they can't speak for everyone. Some people.
But what do you think about the fact that everybody on how do you say? The expected experience is that there's an ad there, like television or any popular medium. Because how are you expected to provide yourself?
That's a good point. Because maybe the reason I haven't done it, I'm trying to psychoanalyze this because I probably should. Yeah, I know.
Yes, you should. I do think you should. And so I
agree. I do.
You know what it is? I remember when there were no ads on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but YouTube was there's no ad. They can't put ads on YouTube. It's the internet.
Yeah.
Ads are for the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember the first day I saw an ad on YouTube, and I felt the outrage.
Yeah.
So I guess it's been a long time since then, but I guess it's still
that outrage lives.
Yeah, even though maybe it shouldn't anymore.
But look at you. You are extremely hardworking. Talented, your life, your work, as you say, I don't have time to do anything else because I'm working.
Yeah.
So this is not just some dude posting vlogs or fucking around a hobby. I mean, this is your life. This is your work. I mean, you're entitled to get paid for that work, and in addition to Patreon, which is completely optional, people can support you
I
there.
think also as an artist, I say like your work is your art, and you put it up there for free, and like if other artists sell their work, so you put it out there for free, so at least you could get money that way. But
Yeah, okay, I'll turn them on.
Not to press you.
Not to pressure.
I say that
I
from
do sell
from a,
things too, but it doesn't work that well nowadays because with the internet, you sell it to one person and then they can send it to everybody else.
Oh, you sell like digital media?
Well, I sell music, but I mean, it's also on the streaming sites, so there's pay for that. I guess.
Oh, right.
I guess there's ads there, so technically there are ads. So, but in the internet, it's like it's kind of, selling stuff on the internet is kind of not entirely real. I mean, you can sell it to the first person. You could charge $1 billion for the first
like
one.
a digital thing, yeah.
But then once one person has it, they could just send it to anyone.
Well, what do you think about what Wu-Tang did? They had that album they sold to Scarelli for $1 million.
That was I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, yeah.
They did it.
That's
and
great.
as far as I know, nobody's heard that album except Martin Scarelli still.
That's too bad.
It is too bad. He's in prison. He can't do anything with it now. It's probably in an evidence bin somewhere.
You should play it in prison at least for the inmates.
I had heard that he had played a portion of it on his stream.
Really?
I cannot believe that album was sold for only $1 million. It's Wu-Tang. Like, how did nobody pay more than that? Martin Scarelli's the only guy who's willing to shell out $1 million for that?
Yeah, you would think like someone like Jay-Z or, maybe someone who's like really...
Give the guy some money. They're Wu-Tang. Anyway.
Yeah,
I still haven't figured out what it means to sell stuff on the internet and what, because in the old,
I just looked it up, and apparently that album is now in the hands of the government, and they seized it from him. So Uncle Sam
Wu-Tang
is
feels
now
about that.
possessor
I wonder
of
if
that.
they ever imagined their $1 million album would end up in the hands of the government of all people.
well, maybe they'll add it to the Library of Congress.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go.
maybe.
Now, they should.
Smithsonian.
That's so funny. So what do you consider that? How do you consider that act by Wu-Tang to have this one CD? Is that cool?
That
or?
is theoretically what I thought was a legit thing, but I still have not really figured out what I think about that.
Because you want people to hear your
do,
work.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, I feel like you want your work to be seen by as many people as possible.
Exactly. So that's why you want to,
Strange. It's interesting and strange.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, not to persuade you about the ad thing. I only am looking out for your best interest, and I want you to prosper. And I think you'd be surprised by how much that can add to your quality of life, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I might do it.
I mean, do you have any idea how much money those 2 videos alone would
Yeah,
have?
it'll be a lot. People have DM'd me on Twitter.
I mean, hundreds of thousands.
saying, well, no, people have. I used to get DMs on Twitter saying, "We'll pay you. I won't tell you how much money, but we'll pay you this much money for you to just turn over the rights to the ads for those videos."
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, like these viral hog.
Oh my
cocksuckers?
God, that's so funny.
Like viral people that wanted to buy the ads, right?
I don't know. Someone said we'll give you. Made a huge
Viral
offer.
hog's gonna sue me now.
Yeah, a huge offer.
For just the
Wow.
ad sales
Yeah.
rights.
And have you had like sponsors reach out to you as well?
Yeah.
Any interesting people coming rolling through your email? Interesting opportunities?
Yep.
Anything interesting that you're working on? Things that
Usually the
panned
most
out?
usually the most interesting ones have these long disclaimers at the end that says you can't talk about any of this. It's confidential. So
Okay.
No,
we shouldn't.
No, I'm not asking. You don't have to talk about it,
Yeah.
but that's cool to know that you're cool.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's exciting. I can't wait to find out whatever that is.
Well, I've said no to a lot of them, most of them.
You got to say no to a lot of them.
Or, I mean, I'm notoriously bad at collaboration
Yeah.
of any kind.
hmm
So
Well, that's good. At least I was hoping that people would have recognized kind of what's going on with you, and because what is your aspirations? Are you feel like you've arrived on YouTube, or what is your dream
hoping to
gig?
take over the world, maybe.
Take over the world. You want to be the dictator?
No, I don't want to do that. I don't know.
You want to make a movie? You want to make a cartoon? You want to make it animated?
Well,
you want to make an album?
hopefully something like better.
Hmm.
If I can figure out what that is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would freaking die to have like a history of like that as a show would be
Oh my
absolutely
God.
captivating.
I want to do that too. The problem that's what I wanted to do. The problem is it takes so long to make.
But
make it
you
good.
would work with people. Is that something you'd be
Right.
comfortable being?
I know. That would be how to do it.
You could have a team of 20 people
I
that
know,
would
I
just
could.
you can make one every month,
But-
or
I know.
you can make the whole 10-part
In a way,
series in a year.
way, you're already doing it. We already got a show. It's just slow. We don't get an episode every week, but
Is that okay, or would you be happy to see it accelerate?
Is what okay? Oh, the rate? No,
Yeah.
never was. That's why I.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Well, it's been
way wrong. Way wrong.
if you could what's like the perfect rate of releasing those in your ideal world?
History videos?
Yeah.
Once a week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that enough time to do all the research?
Well,
and
here's the
everything?
problem. Then I did the entire world just because I figured let's escalate.
How do we beat Japan?
And after doing that, and look, I'm really interested in history, or I was. I mean, I'm really, and after doing that, like, I don't want to say another word about history ever again.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So you don't want to make the history series?
I did. It was the only thing I wanted to do for a long time, and
Oh,
but
yeah.
then I just
You did it all.
history of
did the entire
world.
world. Not that I said everything in that.
Yeah.
In fact, that was the most painful part. Was because the more you learn, the more you find out how much you're going to have to leave out. It's like 99% you have to leave out, and yeah, that was painful.
But I assume so. Are you not working on another history video right
Oh
now?
no, not right now. No, I'm doing songs
Okay.
every 2
Is there
weeks.
some long-term project in the background that you're
No.
working on?
No, but I think there's about to be
Oh yeah.
because I just got to the. Yeah, I think there's about to be.
You found a topic or something that fascinates you, or you don't want to talk about it?
I can't yet.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know that everybody everything you put out is adored, but those specific works are just like they're modern masterpieces,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
like-
think everybody just can't get enough of that
I
content.
couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It's just a masterpiece.
I mean, dude, you cannot get people on YouTube to watch. How long is the history of the world? It's like
like 19 minutes.
I was hoping it would be 5
Yeah.
because I didn't have
Not
time
quite.
to take another 3 months off. So I was like, okay, 5 to 7, and then I was writing it. After 2 months, I was still writing, not making the video. I was still
Right.
researching writing after 2
Right,
months,
right,
3
right.
months, and it's at 12 minutes, and it's like reading at 14. Yeah, it's just
You got to turn ads on, dude.
So how long did it take you?
total would be 11 months.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't recall. Were you gone during that whole time? Just like,
What do you mean?
were you posting
Gone?
videos?
No, it wasn't done.
But I mean, on your YouTube channel,
Right.
you hadn't posted.
No, there was nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was rough. Every single day you wake up to like everyone saying, "Are
Probably
you dead?
you
Are
feel
you
the
dead? Are
pressure
you
of
dead?"
being like gone from the.
Yeah.
But you came back big time
Well, I never left.
when you posted.
You
Yeah.
never left.
Well, I mean, in the mental collective of the
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Um,
It was rough.
So let's move on to the history of the world then, because that video now, let's see, that video, the history of the world, I guess, has 55 million views and sits on our videos number 2 of all time with 176,000 upvotes. Do you use Reddit?
No, not really.
But do you understand kind of
Yeah, I know what that means, yeah.
how nuts
Yeah.
that is?
It's
so,
crazy. Yeah.
so when you posted that video, what was your expectation for the reception?
Well, it was. I knew Japan did that. It was number 1 on Reddit and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, this could, and it's a huge escalation from the Japan video. It's like the ultimate thing. So I was like, okay, this could really get there, but you just can never guarantee.
Yeah, you
these
never
things.
know.
You can never, which is scary. I've been, working on this for a year. Like,
Yeah.
okay, So I was thinking at the end of that, I was like, I never want to spend this long on a thing again. It's just too scary. And I'm very
so
thankful that
good.
it came through, and it did as well.
So what was that like for you when you finally, that must have been such a relief.
A relief. Somebody told me, somebody texted me, and they said it's number 1 here, it's number 1
Yeah.
there,
And
I
you're
was
just like, thank
I was
God.
just relieved because it's been that long. You don't want to.
And are you happy with how it came out, that video?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I haven't watched it since it came out, so I think it's okay. There's plenty of things that are just way undercooked. I mean, look, it went through within the first 4 months and something. I started working on the graphics and stuff like that. I must have spent all day looking for images of different like apes when I was doing the apes and stuff like that. I must have spent all day looking at apes.
Just finding that perfect clip art.
Yeah, and then I was like, what am I doing? It occurred to me that this is going to take multiple years to finish if I don't seriously kick myself faster every day. So it really just became again and again and again. I had to just pick myself up and just go faster.
So that kind of goes back to the whole issue of deadlines because you're such a perfectionist.
And
When you remove that deadline, it can probably drive you crazy.
Yeah. Around October, I set a deadline of December 1st. I was like, this has got to get done by December 1st. And during October, November, I was kicking ass. I was like working so fast. But it came around to December and I wasn't nearly done. And then I just couldn't get out of bed for a few days. It was just too much. By the way, it didn't get done till May.
Wait, you said you couldn't get out of bed. You mean you were just despaired?
Just like working so hard, I was just like,
you needed a break.
Point, it's like, yeah.
Because you're not. Are you like up to the point of like you're not even sleeping that much?
No, I do sleep. I sleep.
You a good
enough.
sleeper? How much sleep do you sleep?
I sleep.
10 hours?
It'll be like 9 or 10, yeah.
God bless you.
Unless now I'm on a schedule, and unfortunately, toward the end of the schedule, it gets ridiculous. Toward the deadline, it gets.
Do you set an alarm clock?
No.
God bless you too.
Do I? No, I don't.
If for me, the one joy of being self-employed is not setting an alarm clock. I mean, that's all that matters for me.
The problem is I tend to drift. I'm telling you personal things, but my sleep schedule drifts forward, like an average about an hour a day. Like on average.
Oh, you're like rotating, so
yeah,
you'll sometimes wake up at like 3 a.m.
Well, anytime it'll keep drifting. If I don't have to work for anybody else, it'll gradually drift.
So what's your sleep schedule like right now?
Right now, I woke up early.
You're on an early one.
But I just released the. It's weird. I got enough sleep though.
And I find that so interesting. So, do you find yourself more productive at a certain time of day, or is it all just rotating? It's all a blur.
Doesn't matter that much what time it is.
What kind of food do you like?
I don't know.
You order out?
Food
You
is
cook?
weird. Food is weird. I don't like to talk about food.
Oh, you don't like talking about food?
Food is weird, man.
You're not that into food?
Food is weird.
Food is weird. Just the whole thing, the whole eating thing is just a weird thing. No, it's good, and I think we all do it.
Certainly that is a requirement.
Kind of have to.
I think I read a book that says we all do it.
Yeah, we all do it.
It is pretty weird though.
I don't find it that strange. I love food. You could tell by looking at me.
No.
I'll eat all day. And Hila's pregnant, and we cannot talk about food.
I mean, I don't have that much to say about it, unfortunately.
Okay.
That's interesting, though.
Well, Hila doesn't really love food, but she's pregnant now, and she's turned into like I want to say a beast mode, which I love. And I mean that as an absolute compliment because I'm a monster and she hardly eats. And so now for the past 3 nights in a row, we've had pizza at midnight. Which to me, last night I was eating pizza with Hila and I was like, this is the happiest I've ever been.
You really did say that. I usually...
Each their own.
Yeah, I usually don't care about pizza.
But you don't have a preference? You don't like specific foods?
I don't know.
You like pizza?
It's okay. I don't really like. For some reason, I don't really like to talk about food. I don't know why.
Hila's that way.
What about? Are you a coffee drinker?
Yeah. Ice.
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee.
I just
sugar
really,
cream.
I just really
That's
no.
not a
I
coffee
don't like to.
drinker.
I really don't like to talk about preferences of like what
Okay.
different people eat and drink, or at least for me.
Okay.
I just don't like to talk about it.
Okay. So let me.
But I will say that, hot coffee. I just can't. I can't. It burns me physically.
Really?
I get
Oh,
burned.
you're sensitive to the temperature.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I don't know. You drink it and you're like, oh no, I'm burnt,
It doesn't mean.
and you have a burn like for the few days.
I don't.
Has it, well,
That's funny.
my brother's very temperature sensitive. He
Really?
can't. Yeah, he can't eat like until it's like lukewarm at hottest.
Huh.
Has this explosion in popularity since these last 2 videos? Do you get recognized on the street
Last two?
ever? Well, I mean, sorry, of those big 2, I feel like really put you on
It
the
is
stage.
true, yeah.
Right. Do you get recognized on the street ever? Does that happen to you?
Maybe.
It does happen sometimes. And do you? Has this popularity affected your life in any way, or you feel like everything's the same?
It's weirdly the same.
All right.
Because before I had it, I was pretending that I did.
Interesting.
Which is convenient because now I don't have to change a damn thing.
That's interesting. You were pretending.
Just like when I was posting 5 times a week on the website and I had it all like that, I didn't even tell anyone that I was doing that. And I was just carrying on, like pretending that it was really important.
And did you have a day job? What was life like before you were making money from your art?
Oh, it's it's like music stuff,
Oh, music stuff, like gigs and stuff?
It's various things,
Cool.
Yeah.
God bless. I'm just wondering, have you gone to, are you classically trained with music?
I sort of, no, but I figured out sort of through the grapevine, like the names of stuff, like the names of the notes and the chords and stuff like that. Yeah.
Self-trained?
Oh, yeah, completely.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was your first instrument, the keyboard?
It was piano and drums and back to piano, back to drums, back to piano.
Interesting. Who are your music inspirations? What kind of music do you like?
Oh, God, I don't know. Oh, God.
But you have a very specific style.
And,
It's gotta be-
and that's unfortunate because, I wish I could. I'm just trying to do whatever I can, It's like if you have a green tractor, and if that's the one you have, people say, "Why do you like to drive green tractors?" Because it's the one I have,
Do you listen to music though? Because
Yeah,
your whole life is music. You're
It
a
is,
music
yeah,
guy, right?
It is.
What are you listening to these days?
Unfortunately, there's not that much time, but
You have a favorite artist?
no, I don't break it down.
You like the Beatles?
Well, I don't. I even really break it down by artist because every single artist is going to have stuff that I really love and that I don't like, and I think it's that way with everyone. Maybe it's not. Even by song, there's parts of the song that I love, parts of it that I don't. Even individual moments of songs.
Wow.
Parts of it that I don't like and
Interesting.
do and don't.
So you spawn. That's funny. That reminds me of kind of what Jason Dunkey said. He does this. This blew me away. He says he'll take songs that he loves and cut out the parts he likes and cut out the parts he
done that.
doesn't like and then make a cut of his perfect idea of
done
that
that.
song.
I've done that.
Really?
That's so
I
great.
changed the
Yeah.
bridge to. I cut up the bridge to "Pretty Woman" and changed it. "Pretty Woman," Roy Orbison. It's a great tune. For some reason, the bridge just it takes this detour that really bores the hell out of me. So I changed it
Oh my gosh.
without adding anything new. I took the me part and I pitched it up a whole step, and another whole step, and it comes back around.
Were you always interested in music, or was
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah. Keeps coming back.
Mm.
I think by the time I was about 10, it was just one of those things that kept coming back.
Mm.
I was like, oh, can't get away.
I better do this then.
Yeah.
Is there an artist or a band or a style where you think like that's like what was it? Was there something you ever heard as a child or whatever where it was kind of transformative and you're like, I want to make music because this is just so brilliant?
Yeah, it was probably a bunch of stuff. I don't remember exactly. I don't know. Can you hear those on the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. There's sirens outside.
Yeah.
The soundproofing can only do so much. There's actually a window behind that foam.
Yeah.
Paul Desmond, sax playing on Take 5. It's a very famous tune. I mean, he does a nice job on that. It's real good. I mean, I heard that at a young age. It's real good.
So that's jazz.
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Dave Brubeck.
There you go.
Right.
People. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a weird thing to talk about. Now people are going to think, well, I don't know. It's all good.
You don't like okay? No pressure.
I don't
to
know
talk
why
about it.
I'm so
You don't-
weird
No, you
about
don't.
this stuff.
I get the sense you don't like talking about your musical inspirations.
Well, that's not true, but I'm a little confused.
About what you like, or about what you want to say.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't figured it out yet. Entirely.
Okay.
But one thing that I will always come back to, again and again, is popular music. Can't get away from it.
Really?
Can't ignore it.
You
Can't
love
get away
pop
from it.
music.
I refuse to hate it unconditionally,
Mm.
which I think it seems like everyone around is always doing it, and I can't. I
Well, I think
Can't go
that's a wise way because clearly there's something there that people
Yeah.
find irresistible.
Yeah.
sure.
And pop music, you're right, has always from the times of like when I was a kid, like Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears, or whatever's popular.
Yeah.
The reaction of everyone is always to be like,
Everyone
too
wants
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you start finding these articles, and now on YouTube, you can see interviews from 1955, from 1925, from for any given year in the past. Everyone's always trying to say that nothing's good nowadays, and that the latest technology has ruined everything.
Right.
Once you see how prevalent that viewpoint is at every single moment in history, suddenly you just can't take it seriously anymore. You know. Why would it be true now if it wasn't true then?
That's a really great observation.
So it's just I have no patience anymore for the pop, the unconditional pop hate thing.
That's a great point.
And I'm not saying I like every tune that's ever on the radio, but man, every given year, and everyone has different tastes, but any given year, if you just check out the charts, there's at least a handful of tunes that are just like, yeah. You know, I don't know. And it'll be different ones for different people. And maybe some people like none of them. That's fine. Maybe that's true. But I just think it just never stops. You know, 2014, 2001, 1952. I mean, sometimes I go to, there's a charts website where you can just listen to stuff. And you'll hear good stuff. And you'll hear people that are copying their neighbors, just trying to sneak in there. And that's always there too. And that's cool. I don't know.
I think that's really wise. And it reminds me, the best example of that I always hear is like Bob Dylan. When he switched to electric, everybody was like, it's so poppy and it's not authentic. And everyone was saying that he was a hack and was making pop music because he switched to electric guitar. I mean, if you could say that about Bob Dylan, you can't say that about anyone. Do you have a artist today that you like, a pop artist that you're a fan of?
I can't really.
You don't like naming
I
names.
can't really say. You know, there's so many things where, and I don't even pay attention like anymore, like because there's certain songs where I'm like, yeah, I love that song, I know that song, but I don't even think about whether or not it happens to be by the same person of another song that I can't stand. I just don't even notice anymore. I don't even.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I would say when I look at your style, I would consider it to be almost psychedelic. Do you?
Sure.
Is that an influence on you at all?
No, not physically.
Not physically.
No. But you know what do you mean?
Do you take acid?
You don't actually.
No, I've never done it.
Yeah.
No.
We were talking about this backstage. You have this Frank Zappa kind of vibe, I think, about you, with this like really eccentric, brilliant music. And you may know about Frank Zappa is that he was very much not a drug user. He was very sober, in fact, to the point of even expelling people from his band for using drugs. And that was during like the 60s and 70s when everybody was on drugs. And he was one of the most eccentric and creative musicians from that time period. Do you relate to Frank Zappa at all?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't kick people out for, you know.
You're not
unless
against...
unless it was bad, unless it was like messing up.
Yeah, you're like, dude, you're not good at playing the instrument.
Yeah, or not showing up to the gig.
Yeah. Do you play in bands? Do you play music with other people?
Right now, I just do
solo.
Yeah.
Because you're very much a one-man band, as I understand from watching your videos.
Yeah, but the live show is going to be a band for sure.
Oh, we got a live show?
Yeah. Ooh. But the thing is, it's just going to be a band.
Tell me about this live show. What is this?
It's not happening yet.
It's not happening yet, but you're planning.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not planning it yet, but I'm planning to plan it.
You're planning to plan it.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
Yeah.
And so I'm very curious about this. I think a lot of people are. This is a tour that you want to do.
Well, like I said, I'm not planning it, but I'm planning to plan it.
Okay, so you haven't even got that far.
No. And the problem is, while I'm doing it, I can't make any new songs or videos.
But
so
it can be lucrative. Does
Could
that
be,
matter to you? Does money motivate you at all?
Well, it doesn't change. I hope it doesn't change what I do or like how I do it. So no. I mean, I need it.
You need it.
I need some of it.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah.
Are you don't care about being a millionaire or anything? You just want to keep doing what you do.
No. Well, that'd be convenient.
It'd be nice. Well, touring will be very lucrative.
I don't know. If you want to do it like that,
I mean,
you'd
putting
have to
ads
really...
on would also be very lucrative.
Dude, you would be making a lot.
I'll do it.
I'm telling you, dude. You're going to text me and you're going to be like, thank you, dude.
Well, I'll have to text the million people, other people who
they told you
suggested
that
it first.
No,
and you're not the only one.
But can I take credit for having convinced you? Because this, I feel like, was the moment.
No, because you didn't convince me. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying that to get you off my back.
Okay.
Basically.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough.
That's cool, though. It's a good... Honestly, it's a smart idea. I probably should do it.
Okay. Well, let me see here. Oh, you won the Shorty Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you? Because you went up there and just you dropped the thank you and you bounced out.
It was too weird.
What was weird about it?
Well, it's kind of alarming how bad my social skills are. Like when I go to a place, like it knocked me out. Like I didn't even expect, you know. I got invited to this VIP Vine party thing, and it was like I walked in and I walked right out.
You just walked in and did a 180?
I did. It was like
nope.
at a bar with ping pong and stuff, and it was like a kindergarten flashback because it felt like the whole room was already talking and already knew each other, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
where there's never a good time to go interrupt someone and.
I think that's awkward for everybody.
yeah.
I think socializing, I think we all need to acknowledge how weird socializing is.
It's so hard.
Hey guys, playing ping pong?
Yeah.
Can I get next game?
Yeah.
I mean, we've never gone to one of those events for the same reason, probably.
I avoid.
Yeah.
But you're alarmed by how bad your social skills are?
I'm just surprised.
Do you
but
have like social anxiety?
No, it's just there's nowhere to anything. Once I'm in a conversation, it's cool. As long as there's something to talk about, it's like, yeah.
It's hard to get that foot in the door.
Yeah, so I pretty much, at those things, I just literally get a beer and stand somewhere, just in the corner, just really. And people approach me because they recognize me, so that was convenient.
So that worked out.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
And tell me about the awards ceremony. Did you ever play ping pong, by the way? Did you get a game in?
No.
Do you play ping pong?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, I don't.
You don't play ping pong. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
It's not really that big.
I think it actually is probably pretty hard.
It's hard to be good at. Like Forrest Gump, good. That's hard.
Yeah.
But ping pong's really not that serious. How was it accepting the award? Because I was watching. You had this great little video you put, I guess, on your website, but you never posted on YouTube. Maybe it was on Vine. About you being like, I went up and I told her, keep the door open because I'm going to be fast.
Yeah. That was when I explained pretty much half of what I just explained, actually. Yeah.
Tell me about that acceptance. What you had a
just
strategy? Were you planning on that quick thank you?
Yeah, it was an option.
It was an option, yeah.
You know, because I saw Andre 3000 do it at the Grammys, and you know, had a very strong effect on me for some reason. But it's not rocket science, and he's not the first person who's done that. I'm surprised more people haven't done that.
Well, what more needs to be said?
Probably some more things could have been said, but I just didn't have it.
Yeah.
And it was just, you know, like the ceremony was going on, and everyone's like thanking their manager, and their social media manager and all this stuff I'd never heard of. And like, okay.
But the detail of that story that I love was that you're walking up to the stage to accept the award, and there's a girl who's got her arm on the door, and you were planning in your head ahead. You says, I don't want to be awkwardly waiting for her to have to open the door for me. So he says to her as he's going to get his word, he says, I'll be quick, so keep the door open.
I know. I wanted her to have the door ready.
That was pretty slick.
I love that we can see you saying it. Right, in the footage.
Yeah, that was so good. You being like, keep that door open. Now, was that something you were planning while you were in the audience, being like, if I win, I don't want to be standing there awkwardly? Yeah. Well, you were brooding over this.
I knew I was going to do it. As soon as I walked in the theater, I knew I was going to do it. Just because, you know, I don't know. I was all the way in the back, too.
It was a long
but I don't know.
up.
We're just talking about how, you know, antisocial I am, basically. That's okay.
Okay. I find it charming. Yeah, I mean it's genuine. I am very. I feel like I have social anxiety.
I feel like I need to draw stuff. I saw a Pharrell Williams interview where he was just like doodling stuff while he was interviewing because he just couldn't deal with it. He's like, thank you for interviewing me. I know I need to do interviews and it's totally cool, but just forgive me. I just have to.
Do you feel that way? Do you want something to draw?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you feel that way, and that it's like you don't want to do interviews, but you feel like at some point you have to?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Is this confronting, kind of like I don't know if it's a fear, but like a necessity, you being here?
Yeah. Well, it's fun too, you know. So.
Cool. I mean, I love having the opportunity to speak to you. Your logo is the umbrella. What's the significance of that?
Well, this is what happened. Really, on my website, I had no logo, and I didn't really want one. So, but then I was setting up the YouTube channel, and so I was setting up the banner. So I had the black background, and it says hi. I think it still says this to this day. It said hi or something. So that was cool. And then there's a thing in the corner where there's a thing you have to put in the corner, So I was like, okay, well, you got to put something there. So I did it based on what was already there. So the high thing was there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just picked what would look good. And then I realized that that's actually going to be the thing that shows up as my thing, which was a surprise to me. I didn't know. I just thought it was something that's going to go in the corner. But, it's okay.
You're happy with the umbrella.
Yeah, it's okay.
I like it.
And I try to use a different color when I go to each different platform.
Do you have pet peeves or things that annoy you?
Pet. No, I don't know. Probably do, but I can't think of them right now.
What keeps you up at night?
I don't know. I don't have answers to these.
What gives you most hope in the world?
You have a list, don't you?
Little twist on you.
What gives you most hope?
I have a list. Yeah, I have a list.
Well, when I was doing history of the world research, I already knew this, but I sort of got solidified in my mind even more. Was like the way progress and discovery and things getting crazier happens all the time, Like it was just rocks for like billions of years, and then something more interesting, and then it's like for a long time, and then something gets discovered, and then So, and that's been happening forever, and like faster and faster probably. But
do you think about the future in regards to that stuff? Are you interested in like robotics and computer science and space and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's probably going to get really crazy really fast.
Are you a fan of Elon Musk? Do you follow all that SpaceX stuff and Tesla?
I think he's pretty cool, but I understand there's some. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you?
I love him. I love Elon Musk. I love Elon Musk because I feel like here's a guy who is fabulously rich. He is one of the richest people in the world, and he uses his wealth and his influence and his intellect, in my opinion, for the betterment of mankind. And he has to do it in a way that's profitable, obviously, because how can you? But SpaceX, which is basically just fueling his fantasy of starting a colony on Mars, nearly bankrupted him, as did Tesla. The guy's been on the verge of bankruptcy from gambling everything he's got, his billions, his vast wealth, on these insane ideas that everybody said was impossible. Having a private company that sends rockets into outer space, who would ever do that except the government? Making electric cars, zero gas, with batteries efficient enough to take you 300 miles. People said that was impossible. I love him. He's incredible. Love him.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't know enough to really say.
He's amazing. But I'm fascinated by that rapid increase in technology.
I didn't even really. I feel like I didn't really explain what I was trying to say. You said what? What am I?
What gives you hope?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have it, but I don't know where it comes from.
Oh, you feel like you're a naturally optimistic.
Oh hell
person.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
God, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm painfully cynical. Do you think I'm painfully cynical, Ela?
No, not all. No, not all the time.
Thank God. But you feel like you wake up, generally you have a sunny disposition, you're happy?
No.
Oh.
No, I have the worst morning
anxiety.
anxiety.
Anyone does.
I have morning anxiety. I have crazy morning anxiety.
So what does that mean, morning anxiety?
When you wake up and you have crazy anxiety.
Just because of of what are you anxious about, or is it just a general feeling?
Well, this show this morning.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you for that. I mean, it's a new experience for you.
But just like what you have to do that day, things like that, just.
Yeah, I think so.
And when
you got to have that eye opener, Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
And once you get into your work, you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, once I figure out what I'm doing, then it's cool.
I feel like that's most people.
It might be.
I almost wouldn't trust someone who would tell me they just wake up happy and like it's all pink.
Yeah. Oh, thank God I'm alive. That's kind of how you should be, right? But somehow we're not.
Maybe.
Thank God. What a day of wonder. That's like all those self-help gurus are like, every morning I'm blessed that I'm awake.
I think if you really care about doing really good stuff and good work, and if you really care about making stuff good, there's going to be a flip side of the coin, because you're going to get really paranoid that it's not going to be good enough. So you kind of have to, a little bit, and hopefully it doesn't kill you. You know what I mean?
It doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
Do you believe in UFOs or ghosts, or do you subscribe to any what would be considered as conspiracy theories?
Well, ghosts, I thought ghosts were pretty cool. And I looked into some things. I found like some list of like all the most famous ghost sightings and stuff. I was kind of disappointed. Most of them were not very believable. I thought I was going to find some really believable stuff. I've heard some stories from people I know that are very believable. So
I agree. Whenever I look into the ghost stuff, because I'm happy to accept it. I'm a natural skeptical person, but I agree. The evidence is not compelling yet, as of yet.
I thought I was expecting to find it, but I didn't.
You didn't find it yet.
You know. I don't know.
What about UFOs and aliens? Do you think aliens are out there?
Well, I think alien just means someone from a different planet than yours.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, depending on which planet you're on, the
So do you think
other
they're-
person would be.
Do you think there's interplanetary beings that? Do you think there's
They can-
beings on other planets?
Of course.
And do you think they visited the Earth?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Maybe they have. But the thing is, no, I don't know.
You think there's intelligent cultural beings out in the universe?
Well, yeah, there would have to be. But here's the thing, though. we're gonna. How long have we been here?
Cooking.
Really, like
Yeah.
zero time. This is one of the things I was talking about. Things are like going super fast. Like we're here, and I mean, I don't know what the future is. We'll either maybe be extinct, or maybe we'll invent an entire way out of this entire paradigm somehow, or invent our way off of this planet or something. I mean, like, so the chances that I don't know what I'm trying to say.
The chances that there's another.
Like,
That we're the only ones.
I think what I think is that the chances that we're the only ones here cooking on this planet is like lower than the chances that there's other intelligent cultural beings on other planets.
I would think they would have to be, but it
There would
might
have to be, right?
It might be pretty quick. It might be pretty temporary and pretty quick before they like.
Well, what fascinates me about our time on Earth is that it took a while to cook us up. Like, life on Earth has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And the dinosaurs were cool. They were dope, but they weren't really going anywhere with science and shit like that.
Yeah.
So a meteor was like, all right, hard reset on this.
Yeah.
Let's throw out the leftovers and start over.
Yeah.
And so I wonder how many hard resets before you get someone that can build a spaceship or build a computer or something, you know?
Yeah.
Didn't take that many, only like 2 for us to pop out of there.
2.
There was like several mass extinctions, right?
Right. There were like 5.
So 5 resets it took.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm sorry, I'm not more of an expert.
It's a
I feel like I'm letting you down.
You're not letting me down.
No.
I'm just thinking.
I think I was an expert while I was making the History of the World video.
There's new stuff in your head now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Elon Musk believes we're living in a simulation.
Of what?
He thinks that we are living in a computer simulation of something else entirely. That reality is just a computer simulation.
Of.
I guess
that would mean that someone else is controlling.
yes, someone else is controlling it for some reason. Like if you think of like whatever. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited for your live show, your concert. That's
There isn't one yet.
Well, I'm excited about the idea for the idea. Even that you're entertaining the idea is exciting to me.
I really want to do it. Yeah. The problem
Yeah.
is that I can't make videos at the same time, so I don't know how I'm going to solve it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to help out Bill Wurtz, if you want to help support him and his work, please head on over to patreon.com/Bill Wurtz. Link is in the description. I'll ask because you won't.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to
Please,
anyone who
everybody, support Bill.
Oh,
he is a gem. And I thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, geez. Thank you for having me so
I
much.
mean, it was an honor and a privilege and a pleasure.
Oh, likewise.
So, guys, I hope you had a laugh. I hope you had a giggle. I hope you were fascinated as I was. Well, who do we have next week?
It's not 100% confirmed, but it's
Yeah.
a big one if it does work out. I don't know. Should we say?
Oh, I think it is. I think it's pretty much planned.
I think it's happening.
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Pretty exciting. Big fan of Jack Black.
Crazy.
And Kyle is coming on as well, or is it just Jack?
I think it's just Jack. I don't think Kyle's available.
But
Oh.
it may be at an unusual time, right?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll let y'all know.
We'll make a Twitter post.
Might be an early one.
Yeah, right in the morning.
And I'm a fan.
It sounded like that's the only time it work out. But yeah, that looks like it's happening.
Cool. So we'll see you. We'll see you. I think at an unusual time next week, but we'll keep you guys posted on the Twitter account. And once again, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Oh,
anything
geez,
else you
there's
want to plug?
probably a million things, but I can't remember them.
Bill Wurtz on YouTube. Bill Wurtz everywhere, boy. Except not Bill Wurtz on social media because you couldn't get Bill Wurtz.
Well, on Instagram, it's
On,
not. But
on not Bill Wurtz.
Yeah.
That's a great one. All right, guys. Well, have a blessed weekend. Enjoy being alive. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, thank God I'm alive.
All smiles.
All smiles, baby. It's life. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed weekend. See you next week.
Thank you.